Wyclef Jean, BKS1 Radio. Let's go.
This is Essence Atkins, and this is BKS1 Radio.
Hi, this is Melba Moore, and you're listening to BKS1 Radio.
Yo, check it out. What's the deal? This the chef. Giving a big shout out to my peoples. Big KS, you already know what it is. Salute.
What's up? It's your girl Monifa, and I'm hanging with BKS1 Radio.
Hi, I'm Iyanla Vanzant, and you're listening to BKS1 Radio.
BKS Radio, baby.
Hey, this is Jasmine Guy for BKS1 Radio.
What's going on? This is Lamont Rooker, and this is BKS1 Radio.
Shout out to BKS1, the best kept damn secret in the business.
Hey, what's up? This is Raven Goodwin from BET's Being Mary Jane, and shout out to BKS1.
Hi, this is Leon. You're watching BKS1 Radio.
BKS1. God bless y'all.
It's the Man Cave Bonus Show.
Good morning.
Wake your ass.
Afternoon.
The official Man Cave Morning Show.
It's morning somewhere. It's morning somewhere.
Yes, yes.
It's morning in Istanbul.
Happy Monday, everybody. Happy Monday.
Hey.
Shaking off that Monday dust.
On the show.
Yes, yes. Well, that weekend dust.
It's the Man Cave Morning Show.
You already know what it is, man. Shout out to everybody on the check-in. We are here to give you another informative show. So, as we do, we're going to keep it 300 along with you.
Testosterone edition, son.
No doubt, no doubt.
No
First and
females
foremost,
in here today.
to my right.
Hey.
The dude that gets a little rude, especially when he's in a bad mood. What we call him? Deacon Woo Woo.
Wu-Tang
Deacon
is
Woo Woo.
for the children.
Yes.
Wakanda forever.
Yes, yes. And I am just humbly Storm Norm the General.
Chief out of Washington Short.
At your service. Salute to you all. Peace and blessings.
Love
everybody, man. Love everybody. Now, let's get this thing popping. First and foremost, shout out to everyone watching us live right now on YouTube.
Bang.
Shout out to everyone watching us live right now on Twitter and Periscope.
Bang.
Shout out to everybody watching us live right now on Ustream.
Bang.
Shout out to everyone watching us live right now on the mother site, WBKS1.com. Shout out to everybody right now listening to us live on what? On the TuneIn app.
Bang, bang.
If you don't have it by now, please download it. It's free, people.
It is free.
All
so
right.
that's free.
All right. The TuneIn app is bigger than iHeartRadio. TuneIn has all your favorite radio stations on there. And guess who on the TuneIn app? BKS1 Radio.
The Man Cave Bonus
And
Show.
shout out to everyone listening and watching us live on what? Facebook. FD.
That's right.
Come on, man.
What's up, fam? I'm sorry. I was thinking, it's the Man Cave Bonus
so
Show.
Stupid.
Hey,
stupid. So anyway, good morning. Salute to you all. We're going to get some morning love.
It's the Man
For
Cave
people
Bonus
checking
Show.
in. Shout out to Juanita, Karen Hartstown. Good morning, sis. Good morning, Denise Sparrow. Good morning, Dorothy Norman Rucker. Good morning, Phyllis Woodbury. Good morning, Kenny Johnson. Good morning. Good morning, DT. Good morning, Power C. Peace and blessings. Good morning, Timothy Beverly. Salute, salute. Pamela Swain on the check-in. Good morning, Pamela. D-Mac on the check-in. Kaz Minor on the check-in. My brother Timothy Beverly on the check-in. Good morning, Dee Dee Graham. Hey, good morning, beautiful. Good morning to Jay Gray, Norman Barron on the check-in, Laverne Long on the check-in. Good morning, Laverne. Good morning, Anthony Williams on the check-in. Kaz Minor on the check-in. Vicky Smith Hubbard on the check-in. Good morning, Reggie Gaines, Hollywood on the check-in. What's up, Reg? On the check-in. Tamika, good morning to you. Ramona Woods Black. Good morning, Queen. Good morning, Nene Mina on the check-in. Andrea Staten on the check-in. Tony Green on the check-in. Good morning. Sandy B. Hey, what's up, baby? Good morning. And Paul Joseph Williams on the check-in. Can we clap it up for you all? You're on the Man Cave Morning Show. Let's get this thing popping, on and popping. Now, there's a lot for us to talk about, but we got to start somewhere,
We're
right?
chock full of information today, sir. This afternoon, sir.
So, look, first and foremost, no matter what platform you are watching this on right now, share it out. Share it out to the world. Click that share button, and let's get this thing popping, all right?
Yes, sir.
Now, okay, so one of the things we're talking about, of course, our topic is don't lose your man. You know what I'm saying?
Ladies.
You know, don't treat your man like keys and lose him.
or a hammer
or
as a tool
or something, you know, and lose him. Learn how to hold on to your man. We're going to tell you how, because what? This is the Man Cave Morning Show. So we're going to talk about that today. Now, 2, Bill Cosby to be sentenced today.
Wow.
Y'all say prison or house arrest?
Wow.
Should this 81-year-old man go to prison?
Wow.
Or get house arrest? Y'all decide. Y'all say what y'all really feel. We're going to talk about that today on the Man Cave Morning.
It's the Man Cave.
Yo, Ye is off his meds, bro.
Yes.
And guess what? He's making sense.
Yes. He should stop taking drugs.
Yeah, about
keep
some
making
things.
sense.
He's making sense.
Because I got to roll with him this time.
I may be back on the Ye train.
I'm back on the Ye train.
So we're going to talk about that.
All right.
And good morning. Shout out to everybody on the check-in. Charles Rain on the check-in. Shelly Sutterfield on the check-in.
Shelly.
B
Sutterfield?
on the check-in. Yes. Good morning. Now, let's get this thing on and popping. Where you want to start, bro? We going to start light. We going to go heavy. Oh.
What's up?
Oh, real quick. Leslie Jones clapped back at Kevin Hart.
She most certainly did, sir.
And Cat Williams. So y'all know who the comedian is. Comedian Leslie Jones. Y'all know her from Saturday Night Live, as well as Ghostbusters. You know what I'm saying? But she had a lot to say about what Kevin Hart said, and you know we was feeling
Cat Williams as well.
We was feeling Kevin Hart when we heard Kevin drop what he said, whatever, like because he made a lot of sense.
Yes.
But guess how Leslie Jones felt? So we're gonna talk about it, in case y'all don't know.
Yes, the Queen will speak.
Let me show y'all the picture. That's Leslie Jones right there. That's Cat to your left. That's Kevin to your right. All right. So Leslie Jones took to social media to say this. And look, if y'all having problems with Facebook, just go to YouTube. All right. Go to BKS1 Radio TV on YouTube if Facebook gives you any type of problems. Now,
profanity laced diatribe ahead. If you got any young kids, get them away from the computer because I'm about to cuss.
No doubt. So this comes from the mouth of Leslie Jones, and she took to social media to say this.
And I quote.
Let's get it.
Real talk. Both of them niggas need to keep my name out of their mouth unless they're using it to eat my pussy. Real talk.
You could have said the P word.
None of those niggas put me and stop. None of them niggas put me on or any woman. While he talking about Cat, what did he do to put women on? He didn't help females. They wasn't on his fucking tour. That nigga at least put me on. Cat put me on his tour. Kevin could have put me on a long time ago, but never respected me or my comedy and trust I can call his card, and he know I can. Both Kevin and Cat was the same to women like all the niggas as in the game. Shitty, and still is. Women have never had it good. At least Cat put me on his tour and shows. How many of his shows back in the day didn't have a woman on them? Kevin, that motherfucker told me one time I would never make it.
Ooh.
Righty then.
Okay now.
Okay, fine.
The plot thickens. So Kevin, which I thought had a great clap back to the things that Cat Williams said against other comedians and Tiffany Haddish, which I thought it was very nicely put the way he said it. In his defense, he gets now the super clap from Leslie Jones. She's basically saying, miss me with all of that, bruh. She's saying, miss me with all of that. You didn't do nothing for me. And she also goes on to say it was basically a white man that gave her shot.
Neil
and Chris
Brennan
Rock.
From Dave Chappelle and Chris Rock.
And Chris Rock
and she
gave
said,
her shot.
After they put me on, I still had to bust my ass to work. Because after you get put on, you have to work.
Yeah.
As a fan of all these comedians involved, I must admit, when Cat mentioned white supremacy in the first rant, and then when Cat shot him, and when Kevin shot back talking about you need to do more, and then when Leslie said F all of y'all, this is what I love about this. When I was coming up, all we had was Richard Pryor, Red Fox, Mom's Baby. Then we had Eddie Murphy, right? So then there was an explosion of black comedians with Def Comedy Jam. Then it subsided. What I like is that you're seeing a lot of African American comedians getting shine, right? To wit, I got to agree with Leslie in terms of how female comedians don't get as much shine as male comedians.
Right.
I don't know. I hate that all these people I love are taking shots at each other, but it's some truth being told, General, that I don't think we can deny on anyone's part, even though this one is saying that one's lying and this one is saying that one's getting put on.
Right.
But how do you feel about how this is like playing out in the public? That's what I want to know from you. Business owner, you.
I love it. I love it.
So do I.
I love the transparency. Say how you really feel. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, a lot of times people try to play that politically correct game all the time, you know, and like, oh, I'm really feeling this way about this person, but to everybody else, I'm gonna act like I'm feeling this way, whatever. Like, nah, man, stop that. Stop that. I hate it. Even on a level like us here, whatever like that. You know what I'm saying? People act like they down, they ride or die, and then out in the street, they kicking you on the 4 buses. You know what I'm saying? So like in the case, with Leslie, she didn't hold back, and she's not in fear of Kevin putting that thumb on her either to try to shut her down. She's not in fear of that, and she boldly came out and said how she really feel. The reason why Kevin can't really shut her down, again, what she said, it was a white guy that put me on, and it was Chris Rock.
Right.
So both of these two people that she mentioned, they got power in this industry. Now Kevin right now, he got the juice now, but Chris Rock
is the OG. All of them.
So respect the board. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's not worried about that. Come on, she's on Ghostbusters. Ghostbusters made how much money?
Millions.
It made a lot of money. You know, and she's on what? Saturday Night Live.
Consistently.
All right. So my thing is, you know, she ain't worried about none of that. She spoke her truth. So I'm not mad at her. Now, Kevin, the way to clap back at Leslie Jones, the way to clap back at Leslie Jones is the what? Open up more doors for women. There's no need to take no more shots.
I agree. It's in now.
Need to go no more blows, toe to toe, no more whatever, publicly or whatever like that. Okay, we did enough arguing amongst each other. Let's rectify the problem. Kevin, you can open up a lot of doors for a lot of people, especially in the comedy field. Open up a door for your sister, Leslie Jones. The same way you rocking with Tiffany Haddish for whatever reasons, because y'all did a movie together. I don't know whether you secretly in love with her or whatever the case may be. I'm just keeping it. No, I'm keeping it 300. I don't know, because he was defending her to the 20th power, and like,
no doubt,
you know, I gotta protect and I gotta blah blah blah, and she was like, you know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day.
You're a clown.
At the end of the day,
that's possible.
Because Leslie also goes on to say, possible. You know, because, you know, I'm not that attractive. I'm not this. You know what I'm saying? And she spoke about that a lot of times. You know what I'm saying? I'm not that attractive. This and this and that. Maybe the reason why I didn't get the job because of this or whatever like that. Nah, look out for your sister. She's another African American comedian. Look out for her, bro. You know what I'm saying? And just open the door for her.
Oh,
that's how you clap back. Give her opportunity.
Boss. You know what clip I did not give you, which I should have? Paul Mooney clap back, and basically, I guess we'll show that clip tomorrow. What he basically said was, now that you said what you said, I need all of y'all to loke up and form a conglomerate, like a mega corporation. So he was talking about, he's like, as the Godfather, that's what he said. We were talking about other stuff though. He was like, I need you to all come together. That's the first thing, which I completely agree. Cooperative economics, and I think that people should put egos aside to form a mega death row, a mega bad boy, but for comedy.
I agree.
Now, here's the first thing. Second thing, I love comedy, and I'm a fan of all of these guys. Notice who you don't see. You don't see Dave saying nothing, and you don't see Chris saying nothing. Now, those are the two biggest. Personally, I love both of them. The reason I'm going to give it to Chris Rock is because consistently, he puts out consistent great product. So does Dave, but Chris been doing it longer. Anyway, you want to choose, you know, Batman over Superman. They're the greatest. And notice, neither one of them is saying anything.
Right.
Now they may say something in the future, but right now, with everyone talking about I'm the greatest and I make the most money, the two greatest of all time are not speaking. Why is that, General? Why you think?
Yeah. I mean, look, man. A lot of times it's ego and, you know, just feeling some type of way. I'm the best. Sometimes it's a who's D is bigger contest. You know what I'm saying, with a lot of the male comedians or whatever like that. But what we got to realize, y'all on the playing field in a world where they don't really want you on the playing field anyway.
Create your own field.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yes.
So now that we have a lane where we getting some type of respect and we can make multi-millions of dollars, you should want to open the door for the next person. You know what I'm saying? Especially that look like you. And that's the whole thing. Like, why should I hold you back? Because you got one or two jokes that's funnier than mine.
Right.
So let me just hold you back from getting in that door right there.
Yeah, that's stupid.
And then lock it behind you. You know what I'm saying? So my whole thing is we got to stop that mentality. And basically, Leslie Jones said, look, you didn't do nothing for me. You didn't do a damn thing for me. And then Cat, at least he put some women on the tour. So that's another issue. And think about it. We only in the African American community that we got issues within issues. One, the first issue is that we're African American. One. The second issue is then we're fighting with each other. Two, you know what I'm saying? Then the third issue is I don't want you to make more than me or have more than me. So then we try to block each other.
You know what I got to think about?
It's issue within issue within issue within issue.
You never see Seinfeld sniping at Steve Martin. Now, for the young people out there, back in the day, Steve Martin was red hot and on top. I remember him doing this movie called The Jerk. He was on Saturday Night Live. He was red hot fire. Then from there, you kind of saw a shifting to like say a Seinfeld. White comedians work together. Number one. Number two, eventually they get off the stage, right? They start getting to ownership and production and stuff like that. So the fact that we fight amongst ourselves, I mean, it is what it is, but you really do see white comedians lock up together. Only time you hear a white comedian like my man Joe Rogan, he was talking about somebody stealing his jokes. But insofar as I'm the greatest and I'm the best and I make the most money and I make this and I make that, you kind of see them support one another. And if they don't support one another, they at least fall back and be quiet. Whereas us, instead of saying, yo, look at how many African American women there, like Wanda Sykes, and they're tremendous. Okay, like Whoopi Goldberg doesn't exist. She's the GOAT of everybody. Right. You don't hear her running her mouth talking about how great she is and what she's about and what she's accomplishing. She consistently delivers material in different forms, whether it's on television, whether it's on Broadway. Whoopi is an EGOT. What is it? Emmy, Grammy, Tony, Oscar. So, as my boss always tells me, it's definitely about consistency. Right. Because listen, I'm a tortoise now. I used to be a hare. If it's a 100-lap race, you're doing 150 miles an hour, and then you break down, what's going to happen to So when you're talking about greatness, I got to see Oprah level consistency. I got to see Jay-Z level consistency. So to all of these comedians whom I love, I'm going to check back in 5 years and see if you pop, and then we can start having a conversation about what's great and what's not.
No doubt, no doubt. Shout out to everybody on the check, and let's read some comments. Let's go back to
it's the Man Cave Morning Show.
Shout out to Tony Green. All right, what is good for the goose is good for the gander. These other guys are not getting equal treatment. True indeed. I'm gonna clap that up.
All right.
Juanita said, "Wow," at Leslie Jones. Good morning, CC King Parker.
Shabbat shalom.
Kaz Minor said, "America's dad should get the jewelry on his ankle for a nickel."
Okay.
That's fair for the circumstances and time frame.
Okay.
No doubt, no doubt. Shout out to DT. Hart has a brand to give out. True indeed. I agree. Ingrid Judge, good afternoon. Good afternoon, Ingrid. Yes, no, and well said. Phyllis, thank you. Jerome Mitchell, what is good? City. Ron, what's good? Kwane said, well, who determines who is the best? The people do.
The people.
The people.
That's exactly right.
Yes, the people determine
people
who's the
crown
best.
you great.
Why
you starting to crown yourself, that's a problem.
Why do we always got to talk about what white people do? Because it's a fact.
Because we live in a racist society.
It's a real world.
Where racism affects us daily. And for us not to talk about it is disingenuous. Go ahead.
No doubt. No. Juanita Karen Hartstown said,
Leslie's tongue is reckless, laugh out loud. They need to squash it now and start holding each other up. I'm so sick of hearing black people tear each other down. Also, black women are extremely smart and powerful. absolutely right, and I respect that. Oh, and also, just as an aside, the reason I talk about white people was because I was comparing and contrasting white comedians and white entertainers, right? You don't see Aerosmith trying to shoot up the Rolling Stones. That's the comparison and the contrast to us, and I think that's an important dynamic to talk about. Go ahead, bro.
Exactly, man. Come on, man. We
gotta
gotta keep it real with ourselves.
100, man.
We beef,
D behavior,
and you don't see white people beefing over.
Yeah, a barrel Negro mentality.
Yeah, we got to cut it out,
and we got to talk about stuff like that.
We got to be real with it,
right?
Did we read Paul Joseph Williams?
Whoopi started out in comedy, then she went to drama, then sci-fi and Star Trek, then talk shows. She has truly branched out over all platforms.
True indeed.
You don't hear her saying she the GOAT, which she is, but
she never says it.
Nope,
she never says
every
it.
day on The View consistently.
And I even had a little problem with Kevin and his rant, in which I get him. Like Kevin, he gave a strong rant, and if you missed the rant, he said a lot of things that I thought were like, wow, okay, he hit home with that. But at the same time, he kept going back to, I'm running things right now. Basically, he was saying that I'm the boss. I'm a boss right now. I'm running things right now, and I could do this and I could do that. If y'all want me to stop doing this or doing that, just say so. Just let me know. Like he was giving everybody all types of opportunities and whatever. So when Leslie Jones speaks, she basically kind of shut that down and said, yo, that's not true. And here's my thing, when you go with this I'm a boss mentality, and I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna let it rock.
Okay.
Anybody that has to keep constantly saying I'm a boss, you're not really a boss. That's one thing you'll never hear me say, whatever. Even if I own something or I'm this and I'm running this, whatever, you never hear me say I'm a boss and blah blah blah. And like only we do that. We do that.
Absolutely.
What other culture you see running around saying I'm a boss?
None.
I'm that B.
None.
I'm this. I'm that. Yo, we got. Come on, man. Come on. We got to get above that. And see, just as quickly as Kevin, because think about it, man. The comedy world right now is saturated. Was saturated at one point with Kevin Hart.
Yes.
Kevin Hart movies. Kevin Hart commercials. Kevin Hart endorsements.
Yeah, he was
Kevin Hart stand up. Boom, 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 boom.
That's true.
But anytime you oversaturate anything, right?
Yes.
It dies out. It burns out. And once it burns out, it's hard to light that again.
Right.
We see it with a record. Who playing Bodak Yellow now?
When it was last year, that's all you ever heard.
Who playing Cardi B Bodak Yellow right now, whatever like that. And that's all we heard when it came out. Booed up. People getting tired of that record. Why? Because radio stations is beating it in the head. Anything you keep beating in the head and oversaturating stuff with, it eventually dies out.
I just wanted to underline something that you said about this crazy dynamic. It's like your friend that tells you every day he's a man. I'm a man. Or you brag about sex all like. If you are something, it's just who you are. Right. So some of us have a tendency to state the obvious because maybe we have low self-esteem. Maybe we're just trying to convince ourselves. Maybe we're trying to hear it over and over again so that it'll click in our own head.
Right.
But like you said, when you know who and what you are, you just be.
Right.
You just do. You don't have to keep saying it. You be consistently great every day after day after day after day after day, and if the word great gets used about you, it's coming out of someone else's mouth,
right?
Not your own. That's not, and because of our low self-esteem and our trauma, which you've talked about a million times on the air, but we have to talk about it, right? That's coming from like a insecurity, because like I said, all I see is Whoopi doing a damn thing every day, and just being consistent. So
no doubt. And again, shout out to everybody. If you're checking out the show and you're on Facebook watching, if it goes out, just simply go to YouTube. All right. So shout out to everybody on the check-in. Now we're going to transition.
It's the Man Cave Morning Show.
So again, I'm gonna have to shout out Leslie, man. I'm going to clap Leslie up.
Oh yeah, no, much love, much respect. I love Leslie Jones, and comedians tell the truth, so they're all telling their truth as they see it. Like I'm not surprised by any comedian being opinionated. That's what makes them funny. Destructive as well, but that's part of comedy.
So do you think Leslie could have said it different?
I think Leslie said what she wanted to. Of course she could have spoken differently, but I think that her purpose was to illustrate the plight of women in the business, not just to be shocking and to say the N-word and F you. I think she used that explosive language so people can see what's going on with women. Right. So I personally don't have a problem with it, sir. Like, no, I think she said it just how she wanted to.
Right. All right. So we're going to move on.
Yes.
Good morning, everybody on the check-in. Again, if you're having problems on Facebook, just go to YouTube.
That's right.
No doubt. So all right. So we're going to move on. We're going to go to something real light, and then we're going to hit the bill.
Hey.
So what you call them? The D what?
The N-O-D.
The N-O-D of the day.
Of the day. BKS1.
All right.
Okay.
Is this bus driver right here. And we're gonna go into this one. Here's the NOD of the day.
NOD of the day.
So, Indiana bus driver arrested after students to drive bus captured on video, police say. All right. So she was arrested for allowing students to drive her bus. Okay.
Wow.
So let's read a little bit of the story. All right.
Jondria McAtee was charged with felony neglect of a dependent after officials launched an investigation when parents of Boone Grove High School told a school resource officer the 27-year-old driver was letting students take turns driving the bus. CBS Chicago reported.
Yeah, and then, yeah.
McAtee is accused of letting 3 students ages 11, 13, and 17 take the wheel while other children were on the bus. The 3 students took turns steering the vehicle down Lourdes Street in Valparaiso, Indiana. An investigation was immediately started and no one was injured or harmed. The sheriff's office and the Porter Township School Corporation take safety and security of every student seriously, and every parent must understand that this case will be investigated thoroughly, Potter County Sheriff David Reynolds said in a statement.
All right, so now, they basically locked her up for neglect, and she lost her job.
Wow.
So do you think she should get locked up or no?
I mean, I think it was a careless act for sure, but, you know, I mean, she wasn't doing nothing but teaching the kids how to drive, man. I mean, how many times have I driven a car at the age of 11? I mean, that's a bus with other people on it, I know, but I don't think she should be arrested, maybe suspended.
Right.
Not arrested.
Shout out to...
you had Fred Sanford in the background?
She was a big dummy.
Big dummy.
So you think she should be fired, which I agree. She should be fired. But I don't know about arrested.
I don't know about arrested, man.
Shout out to Juanita.
I don't think she should be arrested.
D. McNeil.
You're just stupid.
They switched over to real quick. Again, so if you're having problems on Facebook, which I think Facebook should be back now, but if you're having problems on Facebook, we go to Twitter or Periscope.
And the link is under the
We're so many
Facebook.
other places,
right.
You know what I'm saying? There's no excuse.
That's true.
All right, so you're saying she should have got it locked up. She should have got locked up.
No, I don't think she should have got locked up. I think she should be fired, but locked up, probably not. But they're probably going to lock her up because that's endangerment. That's endangerment of a child, and you really can't. And just because I have an opinion about it, that's endangerment of a child. And number one, number two, if I was a parent, I'd probably be like your ass up, stupid.
Do we have the video?
No? You know what? As Wu talks about it, I'll bring up the video.
Yeah, because I want to see maybe the 11 and 13-year-old might have been sitting on her lap. You know what I mean? It's like I remember when I was a kid, you know, 6, 7 years. Well, I was a little older than that, about 9 or 10. I used to sit on my mom's lap.
Okay.
I think that when you're talking about a bus that doesn't have seatbelts,
I know.
You know what I mean? Like,
I know.
If it's just my baby on my lap driving a car or whatever, even that is kind of stupid too. But you're talking about other people's lives.
Right.
Buses don't got seatbelts. You endangering not just the children behind the wheel, but the children out in the bus.
Why the bus don't have seatbelts? Whoever made the bus should be arrested for.
School buses don't have seatbelts, bro. Never have,
and that's crazy.
Never have. Never have. So I don't know why.
Yo, you're right about that. I just thought about that.
Why she did this? It just doesn't make sense. Sometimes people do dumb stuff and they got to be held accountable.
That's what I was saying. Yeah, I mean, it was definitely
stupid,
a dumb.
Yo.
It was definitely a dumb.
She just, she ain't the brightest bulb on her.
Now let's go to Bill, man. So we all know today is the day they're supposed to hand down the sentence to Bill Cosby, right?
Yes.
Today's the day. So our question is: should Bill Cosby 81-year-old Bill Cosby go to actual prison or house arrest, you know, with the thing on his ankle, with the bracelet on his ankle. So
I'm telling you now, 9 times out of 10, it's going to be house arrest because they're going to want to humiliate him even more.
That's not humiliating.
Let me tell you, if they control
sending him to jail
at 81 years old,
I think putting his old ass in jail is cruel and unusual. So, press for his big McMansion and his servants and all the other stuff. I would much prefer house arrest. I don't think house arrest. I mean, when you're talking about humiliation, D, he's been humiliated already. He's been dragged already. I think putting him in jail, that old dude might not make it, but that might be like a life sentence.
That's what I was thinking.
I mean, that Joker, whatever
like,
you.
Maybe they don't want him to die. Maybe they just want to. I mean, you know, maybe they just want to humiliate him.
But
they can take some of his privileges away, but don't take everything.
But I think he's been dragged,
definitely,
and humiliated. And if we're going to set that standard,
right,
I would also like to see the president of the United States and Harvey Weinstein and Woody Allen. You know what I mean? There's a whole lot of rich old white jokers that be doing questionable stuff that don't even get charged with nothing.
What's the judge that's going through that now? Kavanaugh.
Right.
Kavanaugh. I'm willing to bet you what's going to probably wind up happening is that they're going to ride this out because they know if they put Bill away, they're going to have to do something with this dude because he got another accuser that came forth. And how come that they announced that this morning? The Kavanaugh guy got another accuser that came forth.
The thing about the Republicans, man, what I got to say, D, is look who the president is. This man is being sued now by a young lady in a civil suit, not criminal. Civil.
Right.
He has several sexual misconduct allegations.
Yes.
And the man is president of he says backward stuff. You know what I mean? So
right.
when it comes to Republicans, I don't have no faith, right? Like okay. Conservative Christian females are supporting Kavanaugh when the allegation is he forced himself on a 15-year-old girl when he was 17 and put his hand around her so she couldn't talk. Then another female came out today and said he pulled his ding-ding out, like, look at my ding-ding.
Yes.
And Christian, conservative, white women are going, boys will be boys.
But
grab them by the pee, boys will be boys. So I don't got no faith in them just doing nothing right.
Going back to Bill. Let's read some comments real quick. And all right. So Juanita said, see, now that's some dumb stuff. However, she should not go to jail. Talking about the bus driver.
Okay, no, he should not. She should not.
Yeah, P. Woodbury said, I'm thinking house arrest. Jail would be too much for him. The situation has already taken a toll on him.
Yeah, jail will kill him.
Yeah, no doubt. A huge jack up on Bill's part, but don't send him to jail at his age with his medical conditions.
Be a death sentence.
The only offense Bill Cosby made is wanting to buy
NBC
into the major media.
Oh, into the major media.
Wow. Yes. Let's go to Kwane said,
lock him up. He broke the law. If he dies, he dies. We all die.
Damn. Okay, Pot Lady.
D.D. Graham.
Jail will kill him.
House arrest works.
Here's my thing, right? Y'all want to hear something crazy?
Go ahead.
My little conspiracy theory?
Go ahead.
All right. So now, we turn on the news today. We hear that Bill Cosby is going to get sentenced to X amount of years in jail. Now he's going to prison. No house arrest, straight up prison.
Right.
I actually think 40 pardon Bill Cosby.
I know he would.
To make a statement. Let me tell you. Real talk.
Go ahead.
You think I'm bugging?
No,
I'm listening.
I think Trump would pardon Bill Cosby to make a statement to lessen things off himself.
Thank you. And Kavanaugh.
And this judge.
I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, I really think that's a possibility. Don't be surprised, I'm saying, if that happens.
You're right.
Now I'm the first one to say this, right? So remember, if this happened, you're like, damn. Because, why? Think about it. I just freed America's dad. I just freed somebody that, even though African Americans are upset about what happened, what he possibly did, you know, he's still a hero to most African Americans. It's election time.
And he gonna try
I'm freeing Bill Cosby.
Try to use Bill.
Mark my words.
You know him. You ain't never lied. Try to use,
you got me speechless.
Try to use Bill. Try to use Bill to support him.
I mean, you know, you know, if all these tree jumpers is trying to come together, that's what we call a rapist in the hood. You know what I mean? If these tree jumpers is trying to form one of the twin powers, you know what I mean, to shoot each other bell, I cannot say that that's not within the realm of possibility.
Come on, man.
Okay? I just would also like to just add that, you know, women been victimized by men in power for a real long time. I'm not with that. And also, in conclusion, you can do great things and evil things in the same body. Bill Cosby has done so much for the African community. Apparently, allegedly, or has been convicted as a tree jumper, as somebody, a serial, somebody that did misdeeds sexually. So I want to just put it out there that as conflicted as I am, you know what I mean? Men in power been doing crazy stuff to women for forever, and we got a president that's accused of that as well. You know what I mean? So it's just a lose-lose. However you want to deal with it.
Right.
Even though the case, as Norm was telling me, I'm sorry, D.
No,
even though the case, this particular case is fishy as hell. I don't know if Brother Norm want to get into it. No.
Fishy.
No, the way, because, you know, she took. I let Norm break it down. Because he brings a good point up.
She already, man, this is why I didn't like this one. Okay.
Go ahead.
Picked any other woman that, you know, came after Bill or whatever for this whole thing, but my thing is, okay, so this woman already received money.
Yeah.
There already was a situation where she settled out and took a monetary figure. Right. And so, boom, years passed, whatever. I guess some of that money, most of that money got spent up or whatever. Here comes the Me Too movement. All right. Now, again, I rock with the Me Too movement point as long as it's just. All right. Now, so you're going to come back and we're going to, you know, get this man in court again with this woman that already took some type of money from him to say, you know, all right, let's let this go. Let's let this slide. Boom, 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 boom. So if I'm a true victim, no amount of money in the world can make me say, I'm going to forget about this. I'm not going to talk about it. No amount of money in the world. If I really felt as though I was so violated and I was treated so badly and it was such an assault and this and this and that. No amount of money in the world. All right? So this one that he's being convicted of, still questionable with me. Well, I ain't talking about all the other counts. I'm talking about this one. All right? Say what you want to say. But I know right now, if you did something to my wife, God forbid, or something like that, besides me wanting to take you out, there's not enough money in the world that somebody could say, Norm, here's $50 million, blah, 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 blah. Sandy, here's $50 million, and blah, blah, blah. We know we just want to sweep this under the rug. We don't want the publicity or whatever like that.
Once you take the money, it's done.
No, yes, going to jail.
Here's the thing.
Yes, going to jail. Wow. You violated, you're going to jail.
Here's the thing.
From the door.
Here's the thing. There are people that are in our audience right now that are listening to us that have been the victim of sexual abuse, never got nothing but a hard
real-ish.
Listen, never got nothing but a hard way to go. Let me just finish my point. Now, and dealing with it, had to pick up the pieces from their lives, and no one gives a damn. That's the first thing. So if I could cut a check to them sisters, take the check and cut. That's the one thing, because there are people that have been victimized and all they get is trauma. Right? Now, do you get a check cut for your trauma? Am I mad that you took the check? Absolutely not. I know a lot of women that have been sexually abused and their life has been messed up and there was no recourse. Now, but check out what Norm said. Check out what Norm said. You did take the check under the auspice that you would be quiet. That's what you did, right? Now you then went back and reopened it back up. So kind of, which is it? Now, as a man, I can see both sides because I ain't never been molested as a one. You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying is, this is what I'm saying. You could have took that check and pushed, but you chose not to push, did you? You chose to come back, reopen it up, do the witch hunt, even though the man is guilty. You dig what I'm saying? It's something fishy about, okay, here's the settlement. Be quiet. It's closed. No Negro is open back up again. I got to speak on it, even though I'm not condoning rape or sexual misconduct. But it's just weird how that all played out. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
you ain't get $250,000 for nothing.
Right. And usually what happens a lot of times is that when they do these type of orders where people take money, it's usually set up legally. So when they take this type of money, and I mean, but rape has different statute of limitations. So
right.
I think that, you know, once, I don't know if taking the money makes it okay, because I don't agree with that. And I know you're not saying, I know you weren't saying that. I'm just saying overall, I don't think that taking the money makes it okay. But I hate to say this, but a deal's a deal. And ladies, please don't think that I'm saying that your bodies are a precursor to a deal. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that you sat down and discussed this with lawyers, your lawyer and someone else's lawyer, and you decided that you were going to take some money. You took the money, and then somewhere, somehow, some people got in contact with you, because that's what happened.
Yep.
Some people got in contact with her
and
was like, listen, we know you took the money, but there's a loophole, because there's a limit. I mean, that statute of limitations doesn't apply to rape or murder. So you could actually go back in and say, hey, you know, you took the money, but psychologically you feel this way. There's a way that they're trying to get around this.
Let me be 1,000% clear, because I just want to underline that no, money does not make it okay.
It doesn't.
1,000 quadrillion%. My thing is, if you was victimized like that, just as a man, I know I'm not a woman. I get all of that.
Right.
If that's what happened, let me tell you something, Duke. Something happened to one of mine and one of my partners. Young ladies in their life got, I don't want to say that, ain't no money on the world. So how, I hate to say this, but how traumatized were you when you took the money? If it was so bad, and we all agreed that it was bad,
right?
F your money. I want justice.
But there's something about money and morality, bro. Money always wins.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah, I agree.
Money always wins,
You're right.
man.
Let's read some comments. Let's see. I got to go to Facebook and YouTube.
Okay.
Let's see. All right. So going to Timothy Beverly said the only offense Bill Cosby made is wanting to buy into the major media.
Yeah. And
Juanita said
Tawana
that could happen. Yeah, that could happen, Norm, in reference to me saying Trump would make that move.
Right, Norm, I agree with him.
Social elevation. Groupies and strippers out here winning right now. The Bill Cosby thing is super fishy. Ingrid. Okay. Tim Beverly, first of all, there were 50 plus women over 50 years of allegations at the age of 80. Who wouldn't need a pill? Wow. Okay.
So just wanted to, while I agree that, you know, in certain environments, strippers are women, but are winning in that sense, but can a stripper be raped?
Yes, they can.
Oh, yes, they can. Can a prostitute be raped? I'm asking a question.
Yes.
All righty then. That's all I wanted to say. Yeah. I hear you about this environment that we in, where fishy people and opportunists and stuff like that. But last time I checked, a hoe is a human being, a stripper, a groupie, or whatever, right? In that line of work, a prostitute could turn 10 tricks and get raped on the 11th. So go ahead, bro.
No doubt.
Yeah, man. It's
so
bad, man.
We'll see today. The verdict it goes down today.
We will see.
So we're going to be talking about this in the morning.
Guess when we come back in the morning, we're going to know like whether it was house arrest or the man going down in prison.
But don't y'all think it's kind of coincidental? Excuse me. And I'm being sarcastic when I say coincidental. Don't you think it's kind of coincidental that just this morning I heard that Kavanaugh had another woman come forth? I just heard that this morning that Bill Cosby's being sentenced today or handed down his sentence or whatever. Isn't that crazy?
It is. And
isn't that crazy?
I mean,
that's by design, man.
Yeah. Come on, man.
Goes with what Norm said.
Come on, it's going to if Trump does pardon Bill Cosby, which it can't happen.
Yeah,
right, it's going to soften the blow again for Trump's allegations against Trump,
and
Kavanaugh's allegations, whatever. It's going to soften that blow. Like, this is not okay. you know, we're being too harsh on the situation and blah blah blah.
Here's what I cannot do, which drives me crazy about the hypocrisy. You saying Bill Cosby from the yard arm. You want to destroy this man's life.
Right.
But a man be Supreme Court Justice, which is a lifetime appointment, is being accused of rape. And you're like, it's all good? Yo, dog, your racism is showing. I'm so sorry. Like, how can you be for women over here, but not for, you know what I mean? How could you be for Christian values over here, but the fact that he's a rapist and a tree jump and everything, it's not as bad. Boys will be boys. Check this out. I was a boy, you was, and you was. I ain't never raped no damn body.
Me neither, bro.
So stop saying this. I know we're going off, and we're going to come back now. Stop saying, like, this is just what men do. No, it's not.
Right.
No, it's not. No, it's
not. Real quick, shout out to Juanita. Juanita said, I agree with all of you. If I was the victim, I would use to expose the truth to help others. Money won't shut me up
and make me walk away.
True. Let's clap that up.
Yo.
Agreed.
And like I said, money over morals, because I'm an experience with that, man. I got almost killed about 12 years ago. I was almost decapitated. And I sued the company out for oil offshore. And one of the stipulations that I had to accept this money on was that I couldn't open the case back up. Once I accepted the money on, and signed off saying, you know, I'm agreeing to this amount of money that they've given me, I can't reopen the case. Now, that's a little different because that was a personal injury. And like I said, it goes back to, because you know that, and I guarantee you, if, like Norm says, this happens with the pardon, it wouldn't surprise me if more people came for it.
Yeah.
It wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, let me say this, and it's funny that you said that, you know, like how money can make you shut up from, you know, money versus morality, right? And so, let me say it without this. All right, so an original member of BKS used to work for a major conglomerate. I'll say it like that, in New York, right?
Right.
So, and you can Google this, and then you'll know who the name is. So when BKS first started, one of my partners worked for this media company in New York, and at that time, Mike Bloomberg was the mayor.
Right.
So there were allegations against Bloomberg from employees that said Bloomberg was racist. He made some racist comments.
Okay.
You know, he used the N-word here when it came to promotions within the company, whatever like that.
Right.
The African Americans was only allowed to go here, and so forth. Right. So now, Bloomberg, you know, it's time for re-election. So he didn't want and some of these people that made these decisions actually helped them get elected in the first place within the African American community. So now when all these allegations started coming forth and all this little buzz started happening, right, Bloomberg's people and Bloomberg's, you know, legal team, whatever like that, like, shh, you know, trying to get reelected again. We don't need these problems and blah, 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 blah. What do you Negroes want? Basically, right?
Yeah, I remember
You know what?
So let me tell you what happened. So he's like, what do you Negroes want? Now, Bloomberg, and I know this personally, paid off this one to be quiet, one of us. Paid off this one to be quiet, one of us. Paid off this one to be quiet, one of us. So the person I knew, right, got a substantial amount of money to shut the hell up and not say, yo, he's a racist and he used the N-word and blah, 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 whatever like that. But now, of course, couldn't work for the company no more. Left the company after that.
Okay.
Couldn't get a job here. Couldn't get a job there. It's like, damn, you know, all this experience. Now, dude is overqualified, right? Couldn't get a job in media here.
Right.
Couldn't get a job in media here. Gave you that money to also shut you down.
Yeah.
So now at the end of the day, this person's asking the question, was it worth it? I should have just blew the whistle.
Yeah, yeah.
Because now, you know, I'm walking around like, damn, where my next dollar gonna come from?
Blackball.
After I spend this money up, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't make no more money doing what I love to do. and I haven't seen him in this field since.
Wow.
He was a major player. Google that, and then if you hit me up, I'll be like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
If you're from an underprivileged class like black folks are, right? You never really seen no real money, right? Somebody throw $500,000 million on the table, which in America you could like $1 million, you could go through that, you know,
quick
with some
fast.
Gucci belts and some inward rich.
Right.
But if you never, they understand that psychologically, we're going to go ahead and jump in for that base. So everybody got to decide where they are morally and ethically, right? And anyone that listens to the show knows where I come down on that. I'm just saying, if you've been catching hell all your life, right, with your own community doing crazy stuff to you, with the white man doing stuff to you, with this, with that, you just trying to make $1.15, and somebody slapped down $500, you ain't never seen it. I could buy me a house. I could buy me a car.
Right.
Maybe you weren't necessarily thinking about the long haul. Number one. Number two, maybe your morals and your principles weren't on your mind up at the top. Last thing.
You're right.
There are several civil rights leaders that took the check now.
Right.
It happens.
Can I tell you something?
It happens.
You're right.
Burger King shut me up for $600. I didn't know at the time. Burger King almost killed me, right? So I had a lawsuit against them. And this is how shady lawyers. You need a lawyer for your lawyer.
Absolutely.
This is real talk. Hear me out.
You need money for that though to get a decent.
You need a lawyer for a lawyer. I got a lawyer to case, right? Everybody knows I'm allergic to seafood, and I can talk about it now, so I don't care. I'm not trying to get BK as a sponsor. If you do want to spend money with BKS, please be welcome.
Please spend your money.
Yeah. But I'm going to talk about this. So when I was a little bit younger and everything, and I used to work for this drugstore in Plainfield, called Scott Drugs, whatever. I went home for lunch. And then drove to Burger King. Got my sandwich and everything. I ordered a chicken sandwich. I said, oh, I want a chicken sandwich, blah, 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 and this and that. All right, chicken sandwich. So the guy comes back, gives me a sandwich, you know, chicken wrapper, everything. I get home, I bite into the sandwich.
It's fish.
It was fish. Caught an asthma attack. Luckily, my brother happened to be coming over my house, rushed me to the hospital. Boom, boom, was good. That damn sandwich.
Yeah,
keep the rest of that sandwich. So we put the rest of the sandwich back in the box, whatever like that. He was like, they almost took you out. Boom, go to a lawyer, get a lawyer, blah, blah, blah. Lawyer hit me up, said, after looking at this and whatever, and I was wondering why he's taking so many weeks to get back to me. After looking at this, you know what? Only thing we'd be able to get out of this is a nuisance fee. You know, the lawyer gets a third of that, whatever he got. So the only thing we'd be able to really get out of this is a nuisance fee, whatever like that. So, you know, after my cut was $600. So I was like, I'm younger than I'm like, give me the $600.
Let me push through.
Right? Boom. So then found out 5 months later that this lawyer that I used was in cahoots with Burger King.
Wow.
And got me to settle for the $600.
Wow.
And then the other attorney that I was dealing with told me I could have been a millionaire, basically, because I almost lost my life.
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah,
that's
so
correct.
Yo, bro,
you need a lawyer for your lawyer, people.
It's true, and ignorance is crazy, yo. Like when you don't know, sometimes that fast cash. What I would just suggest to everyone, yo, man, get you some spirituality, start standing on some principles, because we know that the love of money is the root of all evil. What you want me to tell you? Like that shit is in the Bible. We all know what it is, and I think that for people of our age, right? I'm always kind of surprised when 50-year-old joker just take the money without no forethought into the principle that they practicing. But can I be mad? It is what it is, man. Some people got a price. What you gonna do, bro?
But that's a psychological thing, you know what I mean? And then it's different with you know, different ethnicities because they're gonna offer them millions. And then they're gonna, I'm talking about in reference to any type of race,
I know.
you know, they offer them millions, and then they'll offer, you know, the black like 200,000. You know what I mean? And
because they can.
And I'm not making this about race, but
no, because they can.
You had said that it's more psychological. They know the psychological effect.
Of course.
That's 6-digit numbers.
Yeah, have on us, which is nothing.
Which would have on us.
You could wipe your ass with 250 grand. Like that's not. But to us, who never Just been in the ghetto, ain't never been nowhere, never traveled, never educated ourselves, never exposed ourselves. Don't know anything about finance, don't know nothing about money, don't know nothing about the way the world works.
Yeah.
Absolutely, Joker's gonna take the check.
It's horrible, man, if you really think about it.
Shout out to Essential Water, man. It's good.
Yeah. Cut the check, Essentials.
No doubt.
Cut the check. Peace, balance. Refreshing Essential Waters.
Let's transition to the next thing, man. So, as you notice in the post, we mentioned Kanye West.
Oh.
Now, as soon as we mention this, brother, we like, oh, that fool, that this, that, whatever.
Right.
So that's why we basically said Kanye. He's sounding like he's off his meds now. He's making a lot of sense. So what's the whole issue? Where does whole thing stem from?
So Kanye got on his Twitter and gave a very lucid argument about why people should keep his wife's name out of their mouth. And I personally agree with the brother. If I'm critical of Kanye, I can also say that I'm supportive. A lot of people are going to say, well, Kim is a public figure and blah, 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 and she makes money off of putting their business in the street. What I see is a man trying to protect the honor of his wife. Now, just because he's a millionaire and he's a public figure and she's a public figure and they do all kind of crazy crap and ish, it resonates with me to see a man like, yo, Duke, take my wife's name out your mouth. I get it, me personally. We could talk about it though.
So,
and he sounds sane too. He don't sound crazy today.
Right.
So I'm always happy to see him,
how many men are going to sit up there and let somebody speak ill about their wife?
I don't give a damn how much money I got. You better keep my wife's name out your mouth, knocker. I don't give a damn. We in rap or whatever.
Was something specifically said about it, or he's just saying in general?
They making songs.
They making songs like
and
Drake
references
and
about
references.
it.
Oh yeah. I got you.
It's not even subliminal at this point.
So listen to how they break it down. So we're gonna play the clip with Kanye, and he actually put this on his Instagram, and he usually don't come on Instagram like that, and actually express his feelings like that. So,
and took accountability for his actions, which I'm shocked because he never does.
So here's the first clip.
I just wanted to express some things that were not sitting right with my spirit. Now that I'm about the sunken place, I can think and I could just be yay and just express how I feel. There's a couple things that I want to address. First of all, I want to address Nick Cannon. Like, I understand that you used to date my wife, but you get in an interview, don't mention my wife. If someone brings my wife up, you say, hey, I respect that man, I'm not speaking on that. Don't be making no suggestions like nobody fucked my wife. Now, the next thing is with Drake. Yeah, I told you that if I wasn't in a medicated state, I might have had the thoughts to, hold on, this train going by. Now, if I wasn't in a medicated state, I might have thought and had the wherewithal to say, I just wanted to express some things that were not. If I wasn't in a medicated state, I might have thought and had the wherewithal to say, hey, Pusha, don't diss Drake on my beat. And I spoke about that and took accountability for that. Now, what I'm looking for my spirit to take accountability is the fact that it's people making rumors or thinking that you fuck my wife and you're not saying nothing and you carrying it like that don't sit well with my spirit. If I had a girlfriend from Chicago, her name was Renita, and then you was married to Rihanna, I wouldn't make no song called Riri. So when you're like, oh, I don't know where it come from, you too smart for that, bro. You know where that come from. Don't make no record with nothing that could be confused. Now, I told you, I didn't tell Pusha no information about your baby mama, nothing like that. That ain't come from me. But when you played that record for me in the studio that said, yo, we got some Kylies, we got some Kendalls, I told you, Travis is your man. Don't make no record like that. Now, if I wasn't in a medicated state, Travis is your man. Don't make no record like that. That man just had a baby with her. That's going to be offensive. That's going to be offensive to her. I hit Trav about the ecstasy record and made sure that we was all good, that we know we family, right? So I did tell you not to do that. So period, it's like, don't speak on nobody from my family, nothing that could be even mentioned with my wife, Period. We don't have to talk again. I'm not giving no energy to that, but I'm telling you that. And also, as far as Tyson Beckford go, don't speak on my wife, bro. Like, none of y'all speak on my wife, period. What are you talking about? I'm married. We in love. We a family. Y'all be promoting all that like negativity. Y'all think that shit is cool for social media. It don't sit right with my soul. It don't sit right for my spirit. And as men, all three of y'all come talk to me. Y'all holler at me. We'll work it out. We'll come to a resolution. It's fine, but don't. It just told you, Travis is it just don't sit right with me, and I had to express that to y'all, and cause it, you know what I'm saying, ain't like I get on the phone, so I had to express it to you, like this: Nick Cannon, Drake, Tyson Beckford, all that wasn't sitting right with me. It just don't sit right with me, and I had to express that to y'all.
Right, let's clap that up.
I respect that brother on that.
Yeah, I'm gonna clap that up. The thing is, see, let me tell you about this game, man. Like, hip hop, again, we do this a lot. The whole culture, it's like, if I got a problem with you as a man, whatever, I'm never gonna talk. I'm not gonna address your children. I'm not gonna address your wife.
Absolutely not.
I'm not gonna address.
Absolutely not.
You know what I'm saying? Your mother.
Absolutely
none
not.
of that. These I'm gonna leave out. If we got a beef with each other, I'm gonna leave everybody else out the beef. So basically, what Ye is doing right now, he's showing his maturity.
Yeah.
And he is talking like he's off the meds now. He's talking straight out. Yo, keep my wife's name out your mouth.
As any man.
I get it. We're gonna come in. We're gonna do whatever we do. You know what I'm saying? But keep my wife's name out your mouth. And you don't have to address nowhere. Okay, if you used to date her, we all know that. You know, your wife had relationships, had sexual
before you.
Yeah, had sexual experiences before me. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, now that you know I'm married, you know what I'm saying? I am actually married. I'm in love. I got children right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm living different. Respect the fact, you know what I'm saying, that I'm in a situation and that this person is my wife. Respect the fact that my kids are my kids and they should be left out of the whole gossip thing, the whole beef thing, whatever like that. I applaud Kanye for
So do I, man. So do I, bro.
So what I saw was a grown-up, middle on his morning constitutional, just like me, with salt and pepper on his beard, talking about I don't give a damn what type of business I'm in or what type of rap beef or whatever. As a man, I'm directing this to you since I can't call you on the phone to say, as a man, don't disrespect my family. Don't disrespect my sister-in-laws. Don't disrespect my children, etc. He also took accountability. He said, I'm out the sunken place, is what he said. He said, I'm off my meds. He looked clear and he looked concise. One of my biggest complaints is against Kanye is that, look, you got a very big platform. You should be responsible. I saw a man taking responsibility. Right. Now, for everyone that's going to hit me up with, it's a rap beef, I don't give a damn if I'm a ditch digger. I don't give a damn care what. Just because I'm in entertainment, I can't talk about my. Look, man, stop putting my wife's name. I'm a grown ass man.
Right.
Stop putting my wife's and my children and my sister-in-law's name in your mouth, or it's going to be problems. How can I have a problem with that?
You can't.
That's 100. Right. And he also said, so they didn't misconstrue, you can call me.
I was just about to say
So you can't even get him with, oh, you trying to start a rap beef?
Right.
Like people, you know how they screw stuff up. Yeah. He was like, look, we can handle this like men. I'm willing for you to come and talk to me. Right? But if you don't come talk to me, that's not what he said.
Right, but he was like, we ain't never got to talk again.
We don't never got to talk again. But as a man, I'm going to make a declarative statement as to where I am. So watch this. You can say whatever you want about me. You know, we in the entertainment field, look, man, I'm going to tell you what you not going to do, bro. You ain't talking about my kids. You ain't talking about my wife or my ex. How about that? You ain't talking about no female that I have ever touched in my life, even if we got beef together. I could talk about it. You can't. That's man right there, bro. That's a grown man.
No doubt. And you know, thinking back on our personal lives, you know what I mean? Norm tapped into something and said, you know you had relationships before you did, you know what I mean? But you don't want to, you know, I'm very sensitive about stuff like that. You know what I mean? if me and my girl are talking about stuff like that, we're talking about it amongst each other as mistakes we made or the difference or things like that. But the dude ain't gonna be sitting up there talking about it and think that he can walk around and his jaw still intact. That's not gonna happen.
Here's the thing, and most dudes are guilty of. Most dudes, you know, like me, I look at life a little bit different. So, but I'm saying I hear a lot of dudes saying, you know, when I see somebody with his wife or whatever, and
I used to smash.
Finally, I used to hit that.
That's foul.
It's childish, man.
That's
I used to
foul,
tap that.
yo.
Blah,
Come
blah, blah,
on,
blah.
man.
And
Stop.
here's my thing. Okay, bro, the same one that's saying that, and I'm quite sure the girl you with, somebody else used to smash that and used to hit that, whatever. So it's an ongoing cycle. That's just life. We know we all been with people before we get with our significant other. We all. So the maturity to it is like, you know what I'm saying? The maturity to it is just to have some respect and respect somebody's current situation and let them live, and they let you live, and that's it.
I think the key word is maturity. Because if you want to start playing them games, partner, I'll definitely pull up who your girl smashed before you. Because after a certain age, it's just being realistic. It's listen. You have to become mature as a man. First, you got to get this idea out of your head that you are the first penis your wife has ever had. You're not. Number two, respect. Men go by respect. I don't know no man worth his salt gonna sit back and let you disrespect his wife, partner. Take it how you want to take it. So hip hop has to grow up. Cause it's like, it's the this song, it's the that, and it's the this and the that. Slingshot at the man. You know, put shots on a song as a man. Hip hop is 50 years old now.
Right.
This idea that someone's wife should be fodder, nah, man, this is some grown man shit, bro. We got to get past where we at. I'm sorry.
You said something. You and Noah both said something that triggered a memory of when Cannabis and LL were going at each other, and Cannabis came out and said about his TV show and your first, your second, and third born. I was surprised at the respect I had, because now when you remember what I'm talking about, Noah? And you know, not to get off subject, but just talking about how careful, you know, like a lot of this stuff is publicized, you know, amongst record companies for record sales. But when you start getting personally like that, start talking about a man's family, his children, or the woman that you wifed up, and you want to, you know, like when Ray J came out with the song "I Hit It First," like, yo, I mean,
he got fame off that.
Like, yeah, but to be honest with you, the only type of people that would subscribe to even listening to that are people that think on that level. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of people subscribe to that.
You're right. You're right about that.
Yo, this whole culture we're in.
You're right, and you, man, because you know we all like you guys were saying. You know, we all had. You know, our women have been with dudes before. So, I mean, I'm a little slick with my mouth if a dude try to do that with me. Like, you know, man, well, that's why she with me. You couldn't hit the bottom. I'm a little different.
I've been screaming since I've been on this platform about our morals and our ethical behavior, right? I've been screaming about how we act, how we roll, what we do. You're just a hypocrite, dog. You're just blown out of proportion. Look, man, when you create an environment, jokers think that it's okay to do.
Yeah, you're
now,
right.
remember Drake, this like ashamed of your child, and some rapper.
Wasn't that Pusha?
Was it Pusha? Like that was crazy. And when you also remember Drake's OG was like, it's over. Botched it because Drake was about to come back out.
Right.
And the OG, I forgot his name, was like, look, everybody dead all of this, because it's when you start talking about stuff like that, lives could get lost. So we gotta grow up, and we gotta do better. Like, keep people's family. If that's your wife, bro, all due respect. You know what I mean? Like, yo, what she did in her past is her past. She trying to be better, and a lot of look, some of the greatest people that I know are people with past.
Right.
People that have been in prison, people that have been loose sexually, all kind of stuff. They can be touched with and say, listen, to do that anymore, I can be an example. You don't want somebody to grow up, or you just want to be a hoe for the rest of their days. Like, I didn't see Kim Kardashian with Trump getting that lady out of it. I'm done. Like I didn't see her do grown woman stuff and get that woman out of prison, get pardoned from Trump. Ain't that what we? Is that what we want to do?
We always bypass all the good,
all the good stuff.
And when people show growth, we don't want to talk about their growth.
Keep them.
We still want
to.
We still want to. Talk about the past and old stuff and whatever. And Yo, it's just, come on, man. We got to do better. That's what I'm saying. As
We
a
got
culture, as a culture,
people.
we got to do better, man.
Yeah, man.
And even with lyrical content, and we gonna move on. But even with lyrical content, I heard a song the other day. Yo, I kill your moms. I do this. I kill your daughter. I do this, that, whatever like that. When did that become music? That's all I'm saying. We got.
Yo, the baby. What's his name? Extension XXX.
I'm gonna leave that alone.
I know,
Yeah.
but then you got. Come on, man. Like
crazy.
you got to be careful the energy you put out. All right, no, go ahead, because
No
you
doubt.
know we'll go all day on that topic.
Yeah.
You gotta come on, bro.
I'm gonna end with this.
Speak life. Speak more life.
I was just about to say,
Life.
this. The hottest song right now to me, and I love this song. I'm in my best life. I
Yes.
ain't going back and forth with you.
Yeah.
I'm the best life.
Right.
Because everybody could relate.
Yo, hottest song out.
No doubt. To everybody on checking in, sorry for the Facebookers that can't hear us. But you know to go right to YouTube or Twitter or Periscope or the mother site where you should be, WBKS1.com.
Yes, sir.
But all right, let's read some YouTube. Shout out to Barbara G said much respect to Kanye.
Much respect.
Juanita said respect Kanye.
Respect Kanye.
Tim Beverly said the power of media can make you and destroy you. Bill Cosby.
Yeah,
True. That's true.
That's crazy. True indeed. P. Woodbury said respect Kanye. Well addressed. No doubt. And D. McNeil's talking about the lawyer. Yeah, when suing, getting an out of town lawyer.
Yes.
Too many lawyers have relationships with local businesses. True.
Know that now. We didn't know it then.
Yeah, I didn't know it then.
Yeah, buddy.
I could have had some extra paper.
Right. No doubt.
Then you wouldn't be on Man Cave. You'd
No
be
doubt.
living in the Hawaii somewhere.
True indeed.
That's true.
I think tomorrow we're gonna start fresh with the topic.
Yes.
Because you know we could go in.
Yeah, we can. Yeah, no.
Yeah. So tomorrow we're gonna start fresh with the topic and everything. And again, man, we want to thank everybody for joining us on the Man Cave Morning Show. Make sure y'all tune into the Beards and Ballheads show tonight. That's from 9 to 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yes, sir.
And we'll be back tomorrow morning, man Cave Morning Show, because we want to really go in on this topic. Don't want to cut it short. And look, don't forget about the stage play November 10th and November 7th. Final Deceit.
You in that, right?
Yes. That's your boy is going to be in that along with some great people, man. Shout out to Juanita Cameron Hart's Towns, director, writer of the play. You know, she holding it down. She's doing a great thing. Final Deceit, the stage play. I would rather live a life alone than to live a life built on lies, deceit, and manipulation.
I'm coming to see this.
Yes.
A minute.
So we talking about it. Man, there's some great cast members in it. Everybody doing their thing. Salute to you all. And again, this is going to be where? This is going to be at the First Unitarian Society of Plainfield. First Unitarian Society of Plainfield. That's 724 Park Avenue, Plainfield, New Jersey. That's November 10th and the 17th.
I know where that is.
That's across from the Little
5:30
Caesars,
p.m.
right?
That's exactly where it is.
Yes.
Take my boys to the AA meeting.
5:30 p.m.
I'm coming there.
$25 in advance.
Okay.
$30 at the door.
Okay.
$35 VIP meet and greet the cast and light buffet. All right, so it's $25 in advance, $30 at the door, $35 VIP. For more information, contact Juanita at 908-986-8474. Again, that's 908-986-8474. Yes, E&J Productions, Cameron Hart's by Juanita LLC.
Black
All right?
excellence, black entrepreneurship, support.
Go see Final Deceit, the stage
I
play.
can't go that day.
All right.
Oh man.
The 10th or the 17th, huh?
No, I could go to 17th. You're right. Good
okay,
looking
bro.
out.
So
I won't be. Yeah.
See, there you go. That's how I had to reiterate.
All
right. So now back to our regularly scheduled programming.
It's the Man Cave Morning Show.
Man Cave Morning Show. We will see y'all tomorrow.
I think I'm going to Burger King.
Yes.
Peace, love, and hair grease.
I'm going to Burger King.
I work with clowns, man.
Would you like a Whopper Jr., sir?
Nah, bro.
With
Cheeseburger.
bacon and fish grease.
Look, clowns, why don't you just go to McDonald's? Ronald McDonald. See y'all tomorrow, man. And look, remember, this show was never about us.
It's always about you.
Because you are
the next best kept secret.
See y'all tomorrow morning,
forever.
man.
Bang, 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 bang.
That was some good.
Know what it is.
We going in on tomorrow morning, so be prepared.
BKS1, y'all.
For life. BKS1 for life.
Yo, this is Chris Spencer, and you're on BKS1 Radio.
It's your girl Chanel, BKS1 Radio, and I'm here with the beautiful Garcelle Bouzet.
I'm paying you later.
Hey, I'm the queen of comedy, some more, and right now you're rocking with BKS1 Radio.
BKS1 Radio Network. I'm here with the amazing Miss Tasha Smith. How you doing?
I'm doing so good. Thank you for coming out.
Yes, yes.
I really appreciate it.
Hello, Denise Boutte. Hey, what's up? Shout out to BKS1 Radio. See you soon.
Brick City's finest, J.D. Williams. I'm in the Savage Podcast Studio, chilling at BKS1 Radio.
BKS1 Radio. I'm here with the legendary Mr. Dick Gregory. How you doing today, sir?
Fantastic, brother, and thank you, and thank you, and thank you.
This is Essence Atkins, and this is BKS1 Radio.
Jamie Foxx, BKS1 Radio. What's going on with you?
Storming on. This is George Dr. Funkenstein Clinton for BKS1 Radio. They be doing the dog, y'all.
Yo, this is Chris Spencer, and you're on BKS1.